Yo, what's up guys? It's your boy AniZ with What If Naruto was isekai to High School DxD Part 2. First off, people asking for the link. This is not a fanfiction written by anybody else, it is a what if written by exclusively me for my own channel, which is why it takes long to come out. Anyways, let's get started. Naruto was overwhelmed. He had woken up with Yubaluna and Rias sleeping on him naked. He could have sworn that they were both in the separate rooms last night. When he asked them why, Yubaluna said that a queen must sleep with a king on the same bed, while Ria said that a wife must sleep with her husband. This confused Naruto. He had freed her, not tied her down to himself, but it didn't matter to him. He felt love for once. These girls made him feel more loved in one day than he did his entire life in the Leaf Village or the Elemental Nations. He liked it. So after he and the girls had gotten up, he was introduced to so many different people in the castle of Sazex. He was being introduced to Rias's peerage, well, he was going to, and well, when he saw them, he liked them at first glance. Well, most of them. He didn't hate Issei per se, but the boy radiated so much hatred towards him, it was impossible to like him for some reason. Could he be a Leaf spy who accidentally travelled to this world? I wonder what I did, Naruto thought, oblivious to Issei's jealousy due to his childhood. He had had experience in love or other people being jealous of him. Probably jealous because I showed him up in the rating game and my performance was better than him. He's probably jealous of my strength just like Sasuke. He should fix up or else he will end up like the emo pick. Naruto thought. And this is my beloved family, my peerage, Rias stated. This is my queen, Akano Haimjama, Rias said, as Naruto looked at the black-haired violet-eyed beauty. She looks nice, Naruto thought. Hahaha, Kit. Looks like you have another girl to add to your harem, Kurama said. That's my host, look at the size of those things, Drake said. Ass is better, but look at those knockers, Albion said, making Naruto start to blush. While the two then went to argue on what's better, also tits. Ara, Naruto-kun, a nice and strong man like you, will you take me as your mistress when you marry President? Akane said, making Naruto blush and turn redder. When Akane said that, Naruto sensed the boy Issei, whose power was pathetic, jealous, and also radiating lots of hatred towards him. Is he jealous that Akane-chan likes me? Well, he shouldn't be because, well, I'm sorry to say this, but no girl would ever like him. I mean, look at his hair. He looks like he has a bad hair day every day. It's nice to meet you, Akane-chan, Naruto says, as Akane smiles and reads, Looks like your future wife is jealous, Kurama said. Hahaha, that's my partner getting a harem, said Drake. Agreed, you'll probably have the biggest harem in this world, having both harmony drabbles and a primordial god inside of you, while also being a descendant of a powerful goddess. You'll be practically wanted by every woman, Albion said. Now, no teasing Akane, Rias says, with a slight glare making Akane pout. You can't keep him for yourself, President, Akane whines, making Rias sighs. She's right, Rias thought. Just by sensing his power, I can infer that I wouldn't be able to handle him myself. In fact, not even 5 girls will be able to handle him. His stamina exceeds the whole world combined. Maybe the dragon gods can keep up with him, but I'm not sure about that. Grrr. Moving on. This is my knight, Kiba, Rias growled. Nice to meet you, Naruto-san, Kiba said. You too, Kiba. You seem strong, said Naruto. This Kiba was far better than Izuka trash from his village. So what's your surname? Oh, it's Yuto, Kiba Yuto. And can you tell me how you became so fast, Naruto-san? Kiba said. Well, my speed, I trained my base form so I can move faster than light without chakra. But with chakra, well, let's just say you won't see it coming. Speed also runs in the family. My father, the full Kage, was the fastest man before me. He took out a battalion of 1000 shinobi in just a single flash, Naruto said, proud of his father's accomplishments. Kiba nodded in respect. He would work on increasing his base speed, so when using magic he would be faster. He used Senjutsu, Naruto heard from below. When he looked down he saw a white-haired girl. Yeah, is that a problem, Naruto asked? Senjutsu is dangerous. It made her go crazy, the girl said. Really? I don't really see anything wrong with the nature energy of this world, Naruto said. Wow, Naruto-kun, that's amazing. You might be special since nature energy contains all the hatred of the nature in it, and it corrupts people because of how humans treat the earth. Mother Nature's angry, Ria said. Oh yeah, and by the way, this is my rook, Koniko, Ria said. Wait, you talk about a tiny amount of hatred? That's nothing. From where I come from, it's kill or be killed. I feel more hatred from shinobi than I did from the earth, Naruto said. Nature hated shinobi. It didn't just crop shinobi, it turned them to stone and made them watch the world progress forever, never allowing them to have any interaction, a fate worse than death. Oh, okay, Naruto-kun. And this is my pawn, Issei. He's quite weak, but he has the motivation to get stronger. I saved him because of one of my miscomings. I failed to see a threat to my territory, so I felt sorry for him and revived him. He has one of the weakest Seikuga's Tricycle, but maybe with a bit of training he might be able to get stronger, Rias said unsurely. As Naruto looked at Issei, Issei glared at Naruto with rage and jealousy. Oh, it's nice to meet you, I guess. Protect me as well, Naruto said neutrally. I don't need your permission to protect the president. Just because you're a fiancé doesn't mean shit. You're not her husband yet. I'll probably take that from you. I'm her pawn, and I don't care how strong you are. I will get stronger, Issei said with venom as Yuma Luna was about to strike him but was interrupted by Rias. Issei, that was so rude. Don't talk to my Naruto-kun like that, Rias yelled, making Issei back off but glare at Naruto. Ada, Issei is talking bad about Naruto-kun. Perhaps I should punish him for being ungrateful to Naruto-kun. He saved us from a fate worse than death from Riser, Akano said, making Issei glare intensely, but stopped when Akano glared at him. He knew that this wasn't the teasing type of Akano, she was actually wanting to punish him. Pervert is just jealous of Naruto. He's nice and strong. I like Naruto, but I don't like Pervert Issei Baka, Koneko said as Issei got mad. Issei, you should be more grateful. I for one like Naruto-kun. As a friend, he's a good guy. And he saved Rias, that's a plus in my book, said Kiba Yuto. Are you serious? I've been with you lot for longer and you take his side? That fucking fox looking freak side? Issei yelled, making everyone gasp. That's enough, Issei. Gods, take him to his room. I'll be having a word with you later, Issei, for treating my Naruto-kun like that. You know who spoiled you. Children in the family need to be punished. From now on, Issei, you'll be cleaning the entire Kuro Academy by yourself. I'll talk to Sona. Your punishment will last for a month, Rias yelled. That imbecile, how dare he talks to Naruto-sama like that, Yuba Luna said, mad. I'm sorry for his behavior, Naruto-kun. I don't know where I went wrong, Rias says, hugging him. Don't worry, Rias-chan. It's not your fault. I'm thank you for you and Akano-chan and Koneko and Kiba for defending me, even though you knew him longer, Naruto said. You should put that pawn of yours on a leash, Yuba Luna said. Naruto-kun, my brother-in-law. I've arranged an estate for you to live in Kuro, like we discussed, Sazek said, after finally convincing Naruto to transfer to the school with a little help of Rias and Akano's puppy eyes, and an offer of infinite ramen. That fast? Naruto pouted. Well, Rias-chan can't miss many lessons, Naruto said Sazek. Oh, okay, Naruto said. He knew Rias for some reason liked school and he didn't want to keep her away from it. Probably because he thought that it was probably because it kept away from perverts like Riser. Oh, by the way, Naruto, I have a gift for you. As thanks from the House of Gremmy, Grafia, my maid, has agreed to join your peerage. In fact, she requested it herself, Sazek said, as Naruto turned to Grafia. Please accept me, Naruto-sama. Allow me to repay the debts for all you did for my little sister Rias. My little sister-in-law Rias, Grafia said. Naruto, it will be an honor if you accepted Grafia into your peerage, Sazek's wife Eclair said. Are you sure? Grafia, Naruto asked. Yes, I would love to join it. It will be an honor to serve you. Sazek-sama already has a lineage serving him, so me leaving him won't be a problem, Grafia said, talking about how her sister was serving her king. Very well then, Grafia, Naruto said as he pulled out one mutated pawn. Due to Naruto's power, he didn't require that many pieces, since he was already powerful himself. I am now yours, Naruto-sama, your pawn. I will do everything you want. I have one last mission, that's to take you and Yuba Luna to your mansion, Grafia said with a blush as she felt the force of Naruto when the pieces entered her. The three teleported to an estate where Naruto saw a luxurious room. Grafia walked him through the estate until she arrived to the master bedroom. And that will be your room, Naruto-sama. Also, this credit card is for you, as you are Rias Gremmy's fiancé. You have access to all of the Gremmy's financing records and money that they have. You can spend as much as you want, Grafia said, handing him the card with a smile. Are you sure I don't want to? Naruto was then cut off by Grafia. The Gremmy family has more than enough money to provide for you. They are the richest family on earth. Trust me, you won't even spend a percentage, even with that ramen consuming stomach you have, Grafia jokingly said at the end. because Naruto had asked her to act more like herself instead of acting like she's a robot or made programmed to do something, and that he preferred it that way. This made Sasuke jealous because when he tried to do the same thing to his wife, she just told him to shut up. School will also start on Monday, Naruto, which is tomorrow. Yubiluna added on, making Naruto moan. What? That early? Naruto said. Now, Naruto-sama. Don't moan. Rias-sama will be there, Grayface said, making Naruto blush and perk up a little bit. Naruto grumbled and told the others to move into their room. As he walked into his room, he blushed when he saw Rias in a nightgown. Rias-chan, what are you doing here? Naruto started at her beauty. Oh, hi Naruto-kun. Didn't brother tell you? I'm also moving in with you. I mean, I'm your fiancé, unless you don't want me to, Rias said, faking hurt, as Naruto rushed over to her. No, of course I want you to stay, Rias-chan, Naruto says as he started to help her unpack. Thank you, my dashing prince, first saving me from two evil perverts, Rias and Issei, and now saving me from horrible unpacking, Rias jokes. After they were done unpacking, Rias introduces Naruto to anime, after being horrified that he didn't know anything about it. The two watched a rom-com, as Rias eventually fell asleep on his chest. Rias, the season's over, we need to go to bed if we're going to wake up tomorrow, Naruto said as he hears her cute breathing. He looks down to see that she had fallen asleep on his chest while they were on the bed. Naruto smiles as he pressed the buttons and got comfortable on the bed as the lights turned off, sleeping with his fiancée. The next day Naruto woke up and saw a note. Hi Naruto-kun, I will be going to school early. Sona needed me to help administrate Issei's punishment. So see you later. Love, Rias. After reading that, Naruto came down and saw Yubiluna and Grayfia make breakfast. After eating and bonding with his peerage, Naruto set off. When Naruto entered the school, he saw Akane, who motioned for him to come to her. As he went up to her, she began to speak. Welcome to Kuro Academy, Naruto-kun. We'll be sharing classes with President. But she's busy with Sona, so I've taken a privilege to show you around, Akane said. Thanks, Akane-chan, Naruto said as he felt a bit sweaty and constricted due to not being used to such tight and warm clothes. He was used to loose clothes like his jumpsuit. So Naruto-kun, how's it been? Akane asked. Good, Akane-chan. What about you? Naruto asked. All good. I miss you though. I didn't have enough of you because Rias kept hugging you. Can I come over please? Akane asked as Naruto looked at her. Sure, Akane-chan, Naruto said as he was shown around the school. He could feel the jealousy from the male population. They were just like Issei. This dimension's male population is fucked now that you're here. They're probably not going to get any woman, Kurama said. Hey, we aren't judging your dimension. I mean, look how fucked your dimension was. A kid getting beaten up by a grown-ass man for saving them from a giant fox, Jade said, along with Albion, before blushing and fighting each other over who copied who, causing Naruto's side. These dragons were one of the strongest beings alive, yet they were arguing over such childish matters. They then made it to Sona office where Rias waves at him. Fix your uniform, Sona said. What? No, it's too tight already, Naruto replied. Fine, Rias told me we should let you get used to being in the school before enforcing new rules. But know this, Uzumaki, I got my eyes on you. You'll be a good student, Sona said, with a glimmer in her eyes that promised pain if Naruto never obeyed, as Naruto started shaking his head up and down. Even though he had more power, he still had the anime boy's weaknesses too. You know, when women start getting angry. She then explained the rules, like no using what could be considered supernatural abilities on school. For example, no super strength, no high endurance, or anything like that. After Naruto walked into class, he heard squeals and groans. He's so cute. Does he have a boyfriend? Yeah, it's another knight. No, it's a prince. Look, he looks like a cute fox. Oh man, not another pretty boy. Damn bastard, he's gonna take all the girls. I'll kill him, was what was heard. Quiet down, class. This is a new student. Please introduce yourself, the teacher says. Hi, I'm Naruto Uzumaki. I like Rias-chan and Akane-chan. I don't really like Issei that much, and if you want to fight, I will win, Naruto said as he looked at the boys. When he said the last part, sending ki, making a few of them drop on the floor scared, while the others were paralyzed for fear. Why didn't you take a seat next to Rias-san? Naruto-san, and please refrain from fighting, said the teacher with a blush as he too liked his appearance. Naruto walked towards Rias, who smiled at him, as he looked at Akane, who was on his other side. Eventually, after what felt like 1,000 years of death, the bell rang. The rest of the day went similarly, with basically Rias and Okuno hung around with each other, much to the displeasure of Issei, his group of ferrets, and the men of the school. Well, the boys of the school, because they couldn't be considered men. A few weeks had passed over, and Naruto had bonded with Okuno and Rias, as well as his peerage, Greyfear and Yubiluna. Okuno now stays over more. They were currently in the ORC main room when they heard a knock and 2 figures entered. Naruto sees the peerage tense up. "Calm down, guys. I allowed these exorcists to come here. They are here on behalf of the church," Rias says, as Naruto and the peerage calm down. The two then explain how the fragments of the Excalibur were stolen and how the criminal Kokobyo has been located in Gremlin territory. After fighting with Issei and Kiba, Naruto steps up